Good morning, ma'am. Good morning, classmate. I am Narlaika Kadir Panuntungan, and I am going to discuss a brief background on the development of the theater, particularly playhouse. So I am going to discuss only the playhouse. So before we start, what is playhouse? Playhouse, also called a place for the actors to perform and for the audience to see and hear a play. Okay. Oh, playhouse is the right place for the actors and performers to enact and to perform their stories and plays. And for the audience, this is also the place to witness and watch a certain play or stories of the performer. Okay. Not too many schools and communities have auditoriums with elaborate stages and sophisticated equipment. This shouldn't discourage any group that is interested in a dramatic presentation. The only requirements for the playhouse, also called a theater, is a place for the actors to perform and for the audience to see and hear a play. Okay, so before, not all schools and communities have auditoriums with stages and sophisticated equipment, but that shouldn't discourage any group that is interested to witness and to hear or watch a dramatic presentation of the performers. Okay, next. From these simple basic requirements have arisen different types of playhouses with different structures and varying degrees of complexity and sophistication in equipment. So, from that basic equipment, na-develop ng different type of playhouses with different structures. So, nagkaroon ng mga iba't ibang playhouses, theater house, na magkakaiba rin yung mga structures or design. So, okay. Strictly speaking, the earliest places of dramatic performance were not playhouse. So, dati, um, yung mga plays, yung mga uh, play ng mga performer is hindi sila nagpe-perform doon talaga sa playhouse. So the Greek religious festival sites, the medieval European churches, the marketplace and guilds wagon, and in England, the various town squares and inn-yard. Itong inn-yard na sinasabi is a small, usually walled and often paved area open to the sky. So, ito is open, this is an open area, itong inn-yard. However, they had from the very beginning the rudiments of theater or the seeing place. Okay. Next, here's the different types of playhouses: the arena stage, uh, flexible stage, the stress stage, the proscenium theater. Okay. So, makikita natin is iba-iba yung structure ng playhouse dyan. Okay, next. Here are three statements that elaborate and defines theater. A place for the actor to enact their stories, which we call stage. Okay. 2. A place for the spectators to stand or sit while watching, now called the auditoriums. So, yun nga, the place for the audience to watch, to witness while sitting or standing while watching play. Okay, 3. The mechanism, some kind of device to make the action more visible and more plausible or more dramatic, like torches to light the scene, swords and fighting scenes or smoke scenes to accompany the appearance or disappearance of some supernatural being. Okay, itong mechanism is isa siyang device na um, uh, para magkaroon ng mga lightning or illusion yung isang play, like yung torches to light the scene, swords in fighting, or smoke to accompany the appearance or disappearance of some supernatural being. In short, ito yung mga effect ng play para magkaroon ng buhay yung isang performance. Okay. Professional players, vagabonds, would act in taverns or innyards, bringing their wagons. Gradually, amenities were added to provide shelter to the actors, then later to the audience who had earlier been exposed to the elements. So, itong vagabonds na sinasabi is a person usually without a permanent home who wander from place to place. So, para siyang nomadiko. Nagpapapalit-palit ng place kung saan niya gusto. Ito, would act in taverns. Itong taverns is, ito yung place where alcoholic drinks were sold. So, ibig sabihin, itong taverns is parang club siya. So, doon din pwede din silang mag-play doon. So, roof were built over the acting areas while the spectator stayed in the pit below. So yung area na performan nila is yung may atip lang is yung parang yung stage. Then yung mga audience is nasa baba lang sila nanonood. Okay, so still later on, permanent theater buildings were constructed. The first is in London in 1576. It was based on some surviving record, either circular or octagonal. The main audience area was a pit, and either floor surrounded on these sides by sides. The company preferred an outdoor auditorium because a larger audience could be accommodated. So, this is the first theater constructed in London in 1576. So, yung audience nga is nasa baba lang sila na nanonood, while the performers is nasa stage lang sila. Okay. So ito yung sinasabi na tavern rather. Ito yung sinasabi, you can see may nag-iinuman, may nagsusugal. Yan yung sinasabi. So okay. Thank you for watching.